I have 7 tips for you so that you can be more productive, so stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are talking about productivity today and getting your tasks done so that you have more time for yourself. So let's jump right in. I've got 7 tips, so here we go. Number 1 is to focus on what you have finished for the day. Focus on your wins for that day. List off 3 to 5 things. Maybe you have a to-do list and you've crossed them off, but focusing on what you have done, celebrating those tasks that are finished, it puts you in a positive mindset and then you get more motivated to do more things the next day. We tend to focus on those things that are left on our to-do list that didn't get done, those things that we're writing over to tomorrow, and then we feel crappy about ourselves and we're in a negative headspace. And we also tend to just sort of gloss over the things that we've got done without celebrating them or feeling good about the things that we've actually gotten done. So maybe at the end of your workday, or maybe you have a notebook next to your bed, but write down 3 to 5 things that you've accomplished that day. And they don't have to be big, huge things, and they could be anything. So it could be big, like you finally landed that new client that you wanted, or it could be something really small, like you remembered to go get milk before you got home so you didn't have to go out again. Maybe you cleaned out the entire fridge, or maybe it's just a 2-minute email that you've been putting off for a really long time. Anything goes. Number 2 is music. Now, depending on what activity you are doing will dictate what music you can listen to. If you actually need to focus, maybe you'll listen to classical or something without words. But if you're cleaning your house, put on those songs that you like to jam out to. Maybe it's songs from your teens or your 20s, but something you can really get moving to and motivates you to clean the house or whatever you need to do. If I'm doing something where I don't really need to think, if I'm not writing or reading something, then I will also listen to an audiobook. I go through audiobooks like crazy because whenever I'm doing housework or doing something where I just need to be doing something physical with my hands, for example, I'll be listening to an audiobook. So music or books, pick something that helps you get motivated. Number 3 is to have an ideas section in your planner or a notebook nearby when you're doing something where you're focusing or concentrating on one particular task. If something pops up into your head, something that you need to do, oh yeah, I need to get milk before I go home, or I was supposed to email so-and-so, or I need to buy this on Amazon, jot those things down quickly and then get back to your work so that the thought can leave your mind and you can focus without getting distracted by actually going and doing another task. Now, this actually happened to me when I was brainstorming for this particular tip, and I thought, I'll just open a window on my computer so that when I'm done with this video's outline, I can just go back to it. But of course, I didn't just open it. It was something that I wanted to buy on Amazon, but of course, without even thinking, I just started scrolling through and seeing what was there. So it's better to have a little notebook, write down, oh, I need to check that out on Amazon. So when you finish that task, you can come back to it and do those other things that were popping up in your head while you were trying to concentrate. And sometimes it's not just other tasks that you need to do. Sometimes it could just be something like celebrity gossip that you wanted to check up and see what happened. If that pops up in your mind, you can also write those little things down and then give yourself 5-10 minutes of free time to go check out your celebrity gossip or whatever other distraction is trying to pull you away when you're trying to concentrate. Number 4 is to time your most important tasks. Now, usually during the day, we have a time when we are most productive, when we can focus more and be more concentrated, or we just have a lot more energy. So if you know what time of day that is for you, then that's when you want to schedule in those big important tasks that you want to tackle that day. I tend to be most productive late morning, which is when it is now for me, so that's when I will schedule in the things that I want to get done. Now this leads me into number 5, which is to prioritize your to-do list for the day. And actually not just the day, but your weekly task list or your master to-do list. You want to prioritize it by considering your goals and your dreams, but also considering scheduled things like appointments and also tasks that have deadlines, because otherwise you're just going to be putting out little fires all day long and the big stuff won't get done. If you are enjoying this video so far, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I have lots of videos on this channel about being productive and being organized, and you don't want to miss out. Click that big red button below and join the Hooting Pirate family. Okay, let's get back into it with tip number 6, and that is to sleep. Make sure that you are getting enough sleep, because if you're tired, if you are running on caffeine, you are not going to be as productive as if you're well rested and ready to go. One late night is not going to set you back, but if you consistently do not get enough sleep, you will burn out and you will not be productive. If you are consistently waking up with your alarm, not hitting snooze, then you know you're good to go. If you're hitting snooze and going back to sleep and you just have a hard time getting up in the morning, then you really need to get more sleep and go to bed earlier at night. I know it's hard, it's finally calm in the house, you have a little bit of time for yourself, maybe with a book or Netflix, but really prioritizing sleep is so important so that you can be productive the next day and every day. And here we are at number 7, and that is to create systems for those things that you do on a regular basis. Now I talk about systems in a more in-depth way in this video here, so you can go watch that when this one's done. But for now, I'll just say that having a system will take away all the decision making and you'll just do things step by step and you'll get it done basically without even thinking. If you do something the same way every time, then you'll just do it without even thinking, and it's so much easier and you'll get it done in no time. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite tip was, and don't forget to come back next week because I have plenty of tips for you for when you're changing your planner or your planner system, going from weekly to daily or weekly to monthly, or just starting a brand new planner, because it can be a little bit tricky changing from one to the other. So make sure you're subscribed with those notifications turned on so you won't miss that. And the week after that is our August Plan With Me. Productivity tips. Ready? Steady? Let's do it. So make sure. Okay, I don't know what that was. God, I'm sweating so much. No, it's not to gratitude. Okay, stop. Or what other.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Shush. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You can do that here by clicking on my little face. Here are 2 more videos that I think you'll like. If you made it this far, leave me the fire emoji in the comments below. Have a fantastic day and happy planning.